My name is Daniela Santana. I'm a first-year PhD student in the PhD program in Urban and Regional Development from the Polytechnic and the University of Turin. The title of my research is the definition of an ESG assessment framework for the construction industry. In order to give some context to my research, it's important to define sustainable finance and why is it important. According to the European policy context, is a way to support sustainable economic growth and to channel private resources into sustainable development. Also to help new investments be more sustainable and contribute to the creation of a low carbon and climate resilience economy. Also, it's important to highlight that it's a topic that is very relevant in the current context, with the hurry to the achievement of the SDGs 2030 agenda and the carbon neutrality goals. What motivates this research is that there is a need for a framework that can measure sustainable development in the private sector, that business responsibility for sustainability is an imperative and no longer a choice, and also that there is a huge potential for investment and economic growth with compromises to lower carbon emissions. Regarding the boundaries of my research, there is a lack of a standardized framework for ESG assessment and a generalized analysis of sustainable finance regulations and frameworks. That ESG criteria are the drivers for sustainable finance and is framed within the European regulatory context in the Italian construction industry and is directed towards private companies. ESG represent the three major pillars of a company's sustainability performance and include topics like climate change, human rights, and governance aspects such as transparency and the fight against corruption. The main objective of my research is to propose a standard framework for ESG assessing and reporting for the financial sector of construction in the Italian business context. Secondary objectives are to define and link concepts and initiatives related to ESG, such as the European taxonomy, among other concepts recognized in literature, to execute a conjunct analysis of the current concepts and regulations around sustainable finance, and finally, the implementation of the defined framework to the construction sector. The setting of the theoretical framework in which the literature review and the theoretical background is based off is divided into 4 parts. The first consists of policies and regulations, in which the European taxonomy and the non-financial reporting directive are included. The second one are the disclosures that provide investors and companies with information to make informed sustainable decisions, including the impact of a company's activities. The third consists of investment and evaluation tools for companies to develop sustainable investment solutions and strategies. And the last component is the literature, which is going to help to identify the gap that is missing in research related to sustainable finance and ESG. The expected result is to have a framework that has a practical application that can contribute to the standardization of ESG reports evaluation, and that can also be of contribution to the platform for ESG disclosure that is being currently developed.